Jennifer Aydin, the queen of sass, sparkle, and unforgettable one-liners, just dropped a bombshell that's shaking the Real Housewives of New Jersey fandom to its core. After 6 drama-packed seasons filled with fights, tears, and iconic moments, Jennifer has finally confirmed something fans feared for months. She hasn't been asked back for season 15. And the way she found out? Pure Bravo chaos. It all started when Jennifer took to Instagram on a calm Thursday morning. The caption looked innocent at first, just a note about her new podcast. But what came next felt like the end of an era. "Hey guys, just wanted to hop on here and update you guys on a few things," Jennifer began, in that familiar upbeat tone her followers love. "A lot of you have been asking if I'm still on the show or not. Honestly, nobody has told me anything." And that's where jaws dropped. Jennifer Aydin, a housewife who gave Bravo some of its wildest moments, saying she hasn't even heard from producers? Fans immediately flooded her comments, begging for answers. She continued, almost as if trying to convince herself that everything was okay. "They still haven't told me anything, but I haven't checked either. Life's been busy." But when she admitted she wasn't invited to BravoCon, the biggest Housewives event of the year, everyone knew something was seriously wrong. BravoCon is where the network showcases its biggest stars, celebrates the most iconic feuds, and hints at what's coming next. If Jennifer wasn't on the list, maybe Bravo had quietly made its decision. And that's when Jennifer said the words that sent shockwaves through social media. So by the looks of it, I think it's safe to say probably not, and that's okay, I'm good. The clip spread across fan pages like wildfire. Within hours, Jennifer Aydin fired started trending on Twitter, and Bravo fans everywhere began speculating. Was she really gone? Or was this another classic Bravo stunt to stir buzz before filming? Before we dive deeper into the truth behind this shocking twist and what Bravo insiders are now saying about Jennifer's silent firing, make sure to hit that like button, subscribe, and turn on the bell, because what comes next will blow your mind. Now back to the story. Jennifer didn't stop there. In a follow-up post, she got even more candid. She said something that hit hard, not just for fans, but for anyone who's ever been ghosted by a job they gave years of their life to. "Maybe that's how they fire people these days," she wrote. "Just moving on without telling the person." Ouch. That line alone sent chills through the Bravo universe. Fans immediately called out the network for being cold, unprofessional, and even cowardly. After all, Jennifer joined Real Housewives of New Jersey back in 2018, during season 9, when the show was at a crossroads. She brought humor, glam, and enough family drama to fuel an entire spin-off. But it wasn't always smooth sailing. Jennifer's outspoken nature often put her at odds with castmates, especially Margaret Josephs and Melissa Gorga. From wine tosses to verbal showdowns, she became the ultimate polarizing figure. You either loved her or loved to hate her. Still, Jennifer owned her story. Whether she was defending her marriage to Bill Aydin, confronting painful family truths, or throwing shade in her signature way, she made sure fans always had something to talk about. But recently, things took a dark turn. Earlier this year, Jennifer found herself at the center of controversy when a video surfaced, one that showed her mocking an elderly worker at a Jersey Mike's sandwich shop. The backlash was swift and brutal. Social media erupted, labeling her entitled, cruel, and disrespectful. The incident went viral within hours, and it wasn't long before Bravo fans began calling for her to be dropped from the show. Then came the fallout. Jennifer lost a scheduled gig on a Real Housewives cruise, a big one that was supposed to feature stars from across the franchise. Even Andy Cohen himself chimed in, saying the video was unacceptable. That's when people began to wonder, had Jennifer gone too far this time? In true Jennifer fashion, she tried to move forward, focusing on her family and her next move. But behind the scenes, something had clearly changed. Bravo insiders began whispering that the network was quietly test filming new cast members, fresh faces to replace veteran housewives who had run their course. Jennifer admitted in her post that she'd heard they were test filming, but she wasn't invited. That, more than anything, confirmed fans' worst fears. For a moment, Jennifer's Instagram turned into a farewell party. Thousands of comments poured in, messages like, "You made the show," and "They'll regret letting you go." Even some of her former castmates stayed oddly silent, leading fans to speculate whether they knew something Jennifer didn't. And then came the twist. Jennifer wasn't mourning her exit. She was celebrating it. "So it's time to keep it moving," she said, sounding refreshed, almost relieved. "And I got a podcast. It's called TV Gold." With a wink and a smile, she announced that her new venture wouldn't focus on housewives gossip, at least not directly. Instead, she'd cover pop culture, entertainment, fashion, and wellness, with a flair of funny handled by yours truly. In other words, she was reclaiming her narrative. But fans couldn't help but wonder, was this really Jennifer's choice? Or had Bravo quietly forced her hand? Because here's the thing. The Real Housewives of New Jersey thrives on conflict. And Jennifer was one of the few cast members who could go toe-to-toe with anyone. Losing her could mean losing a huge piece of the show's fire. Still, Bravo has been shifting gears lately. With Real Housewives of New Jersey Season 15 rumored to feature new faces and a soft reboot, Jennifer's exit might just be the beginning of something even bigger, a complete overhaul of the franchise. Could Bravo be preparing to say goodbye to multiple OGs? Or is this just another pause before the chaos reignites? One thing's certain. Jennifer's exit isn't just another Housewives headline. It's the end of an era, and maybe the start of her next big chapter. But hold on, because the story doesn't stop here. There's more behind-the-scenes tea that hasn't been revealed, including what Andy Cohen really said after Jennifer's Instagram post, and why 2 former castmates might have secretly celebrated her exit. And trust me, once you hear that, everything about this mystery firing will start to make sense. The moment Jennifer Aydin confirmed she hadn't been contacted by Bravo, the entertainment world lit up like wildfire. And it wasn't just fans reacting. Insiders, bloggers, and even Bravo loyalists began to connect the dots behind her mysterious disappearance from the Real Housewives of New Jersey. What started as confusion quickly turned into a theory storm. Some claimed Bravo had deliberately kept Jennifer in the dark to avoid public backlash. Others believed she'd quietly been let go months ago, right after the Jersey Mikes, and this ghosting was just Bravo's way of fading her out without making headlines. But there was one name fans kept mentioning. Andy Cohen. The Bravo king himself, the man who built the Housewives empire, was suddenly at the center of the speculation. And the truth? Andy did respond, just not the way fans expected. After Jennifer's Instagram update went viral, Andy took to his radio show on Radio Andy with what seemed like a subtle jab. Without naming names, he mentioned that some people don't take accountability and then wonder why doors close. To anyone paying attention, that line hit hard. Fans flooded comment sections tagging Jennifer's handle, saying, "He's talking about you." But Jennifer didn't flinch. Instead, she doubled down on gratitude, posting a serene photo of herself smiling with the caption, "Grateful for the memories and ready for new beginnings." And that's when the tone shifted completely. For years, Jennifer Aydin's identity was tied to the Real Housewives of New Jersey. Her lavish mansion, her over-the-top parties, her feuds, everything was magnified under Bravo's camera lens. But now, for the first time in years, she seemed genuinely free. Behind the scenes, several sources close to production began whispering that Season 15 of Real Housewives of New Jersey was undergoing a massive shakeup. New women were being tested, returning faces were uncertain, and Bravo wanted to take the show back to its roots, focusing more on family, less on feuds. In other words, the drama queen era might be ending. And while Jennifer wasn't invited back, that didn't mean she was fading away. In fact, she was already pivoting faster than anyone expected. Her podcast, TV Gold, became the center of attention. The name alone, Out with the Old, Onto the Gold, seemed like a clever dig at Bravo itself. The first teaser she posted gave fans a clear message. Jennifer was stepping into a new spotlight on her own terms. She promised to talk pop culture, fashion, health, and beauty, but also hinted she'd touch on housewives from time to time. And knowing Jennifer, those moments will be explosive. Because if there's one thing Jennifer Aydin knows how to do, it's talk. The irony? Her exit from Bravo might just make her more powerful than ever. Fans who once tuned in to see her battle with Teresa or spar with Margaret are now following her podcast, eager to hear what she can say now that she's no longer under Bravo's watchful eye. Still, behind that confidence, there's an unspoken sadness. In one emotional comment to a fan, Jennifer wrote, "If they did tell me I was done, I would have said thank you. I mean that." It's a glimpse of humility, rare for housewives, but deeply human. For someone who's been labeled entitled and spoiled, this version of Jennifer shows growth. Maybe the reality TV storm taught her something after all. But not everyone's buying it. Some Bravo insiders believe Jennifer's podcast era is just a stepping stone to a tell-all, one that could expose behind-the-scenes secrets from her years on the show. With rumors swirling that she's already been approached by multiple media outlets to discuss her uncensored housewives experience, fans are wondering, will she spill it all? If she does, it could shake Bravo like never before. And then there's the question everyone's asking. Could Jennifer ever come back? After all, Bravo has a long history of shocking comebacks. Just ask the Real Housewives of Orange County's Tamra Judge. She was fired, only to return years later stronger than ever. Fans are already speculating that Jennifer might pull the same move once the network realizes how much chaos and charisma she brought to the table. But for now, Jennifer seems content letting Bravo's cameras roll without her. She's focusing on her 5 kids, her marriage, and a brand new phase that doesn't require producers, confessionals, or cast feuds. Still, one can't help but wonder if deep down she misses it. The lights, the drama, the moments that made her a household name. Maybe that's why her tone in the final part of her message felt so bittersweet. Not angry, not defeated, but reflective. "It was quite the experience, to say the least," she wrote, "but it's time to keep it moving." 6 seasons, hundreds of fights, and millions of viewers later, Jennifer Aydin's Bravo story has ended the same way many reality TV stories do. Not with a bang, but with silence. No official announcement, no farewell montage, just an Instagram post and a mystery. But here's the twist Bravo didn't see coming. That silence only made her louder. Because while The Real Housewives of New Jersey gears up for a reboot, Jennifer Aydin is already rewriting her own narrative. One laugh, one podcast episode, one unfiltered truth at a time. And maybe that's the real TV gold she's talking about. She may no longer hold a Bravo tagline, but one thing's for sure, Jennifer Aydin isn't going anywhere.